All right, SPY on the monthly chart. I know we've been talking about the different areas that we could tumble down to. So I want to just look at the one we were talking about for weeks was this little guy right here filling that wick. We did a beautiful job of it. The next area that I'm going to be watching, obviously we can test these little wicks on the way down and get a little bit of a pushback, but this is a really strong support right here. So that 604 is something I'm going to be really paying attention to should we see some continuation on down. Now remember, as we get these big monthly candles heading down, we could get a relief bounce, a nice big push back next month, or we could just get one of these where we just tumble pretty hard and then bounce back up. So just be mindful. Let's see what happens. We're definitely coming to the end of March. We'll see what next month gives us, but this is just an area, a target to be mindful of. This is a 2020 trend line, and I remember thinking last year, we're so far away from it. Like we got this huge pullback here, so we were up in here and I was like, look how far away. There's no way we're gonna wick fill and then we'll probably just head back up. Well, we did wick fill, but we also went right to that trend line. So I'm going to be really curious to see if the next month, if we come down and test this strong support, and if we see continuation on down to our trend line. So just something to think about. We could bounce at any time. This is why we trade whatever the market shows us. Looking at the weekly chart, we have 5 red weeks. This was that range we got stuck in and just could not get out of forever, it felt like. We finally got the breakout and then pushed higher, which I'm sure got some people into calls, and then we dropped. Saw some continuation. So we've been talking about this drop for a really, really long time. This was a really strong support level that we were potentially going to hold, but look what we did. We pushed all the way through. So let's just see if we can hold under 660. We definitely could get a relief bounce heading into next week before we see some more downside, but 660 is the area I will be watching for that pullback. And I know we've been talking about this for a while, but I want you guys to see it playing out. We've been talking about it because what have we done? We pulled down, we tested the trend line, we pushed back up, we tested the trend line. So we have bounced between these trend lines for a while now, right? Multiple days, but each time we've tested one, we have pushed back off so far and retested the other trend line. So this, when we talk about we can't just have a straight line, we're getting that push down, then we're pushing back up. This is what we mean. So we are continuing to move in an overall downtrend, but we are getting relief bounces along the way, and that's to be expected. So we tested the trend line on Friday. We held right on that trend line. So for tomorrow, we could potentially push lower to that 632 area and then maybe bounce. We could just bounce over this weekend and push up to this area around 658 over the next few days and then see continuation. And we also could break out of our channel, right? So it doesn't mean we're going to stay inside of it, but we have been continuing this pattern back and forth along this whole journey on the way down. So relief bounces are necessary. We want to see those, that they're good. If we do get a bounce off this trend line, this 658 is the area I'm going to be watching for us to stay inside this channel for continuation on down lower.